Evening incense.
This is the brief on the battle without God. So in Numbers chapter 14, the Israelites try to conquer the Promised Land using sheer human enthusiasm instead of God's actual directions, which perfectly proves that sincerity without obedience is just a recipe for disaster. Now, you might be thinking, wait, didn't God want them to take the land? Well, yes, but timing is literally everything. First, we see the clear difference between false repentance and true obedience. After God judged Israel for their unbelief, they mourned and confessed their sin. But admitting you're wrong just isn't enough. True repentance means submitting to God's present command. So instead of obeying his new instruction to return to the wilderness, their sorrow just kind of fueled a self-willed charge right into battle. Second, that action highlights the dangerous gap between faith and presumption. The Israelites woke up early, declaring they would go take the hill country anyway. But because they didn't truly submit, their so-called faith was actually presumption. They tried to force God's past promises through their own zeal rather than acting in his timing. You simply can't replace true obedience with sheer courage. Finally, we've got to talk about the missing ark. Moses warned them not to go, and crucially, neither he nor the Ark of the Covenant ever left the camp. Now, if you aren't familiar, the ark wasn't just some box. It was the visible, physical symbol of God's holy presence and guidance. Marching without it meant they were fighting entirely without God's power. The result? Local enemy tribes absolutely crushed them and chased them completely out of the land. Ultimately, true spiritual victory never comes from our own strength or zeal, but only when God's presence leads the way.